Hi guys, it's your girl QChemist, and hello, Miss Quotidianlight. I had to come on here as briefly as I know how to say thank you so much for doing your video on a perfect steak. Um, let's just say yesterday I was in a serious mood for some steak, and I got off work a little early because it started snowing. We got more snow, another foot or so. Yeah. But since I knew, the snow was already falling, I didn't want to go to a restaurant and sit down. So I decided I was going to try my hand at cooking a steak. And I knew I was in for a chore because normally when I do steak, I need to marinate and all that, and I hadn't done any of that prior to. So I was like, oh God, I'm going to have to beat this thing to death. And then I remembered your video, and I had everything I needed, plus the steak that I had just purchased, which was a really nice ribeye, probably like an inch and a half thick ribeye, probably like 6.5, 7 inches, 6 inches by 4, something like that. Really nice cut of steak. It wasn't grain fed or grass fed beef like what you used in your video, and the olive oil that I had was not special either. But I came home and I took that steak and I did exactly what your video said to do, minus or plus I probably added a few more spices. I added some turmeric powder to my steak, and turmeric, or however you pronounce it, turmeric, however you pronounce it, powder. But I put that, I'll use that a lot on everything I cook pretty much. And I think I added a little garlic salt, and I added I have this oil that's flavored with like roasted garlic, so a little bit of that, but not a lot. And I when I put the oil on with the roasted garlic, I put it with the olive oil and let it sit just like you said. And I followed the instructions in your video. I'm not going to go into all the detail, but I followed your instructions, and let me just say that ribeye was so delicious. It was everything you said. It was tender, it was juicy. I could cut it with a butter knife, and it was so good. For those of you who love to put steak sauce on your steaks, um, you would not have put steak sauce on this steak. I did not put steak sauce on this steak. And let me just say, um, I have gone to some really nice steakhouses in my day. I've gone to Ruth's Chris, I've been to Morton's, and I've been to some other that aren't chain type restaurants but are, those high end. They only use Angus grain fed beef from cows that laid on satin pillows and whatever. That kind of, they've never ran a day in their life. They, whatever. But I've eaten at some really good steakhouses, and this steak was definitely comparable to many that I've had in the past. So I'm going to put the link down below to the perfect steak video for those of you who do eat red meat, who do like steak, who want a simple way of preparing a steak that you don't have to spend all day prepping for it. If you have your technique down, I say go for it. But if you don't have a technique, or you just are curious to try this, I encourage you to try it. And to Miss Quotidianlight, let me just say thank you so much. Please continue to share these videos, because like I said, I think I'm a pretty good cook, and I've made steak before and enjoyed it, but not like I enjoyed this steak. So thank you so much. And yeah, I just had to come in and do this quick reply. All right, guys, I will see you after, I don't know. I'm just sitting here looking at all this snow. But I'll see you guys. All right, bye.